Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I just recently acquired a 2023 Rivian R1S Adventure model, first generation with a large pack quad motor. Very fun car. This is a video for the first snowstorm that we had in central Illinois. I actually had a work meeting in Chicago, so I had to drive a little over 160 miles. So come join me as we tackled the elements and drove almost a little over 3 hours to get to Chicago, about 160 miles in freezing temperatures, in snow, passing cars in ditches and also keeping up speed. So follow along. Really excited to be sharing this video. Of course, we're going to get better with time, but I wanted to get a video out here and share with you guys this new Rivian. I know there's not a lot of videos around Rivian. There's not a lot of videos, especially around cold climates, warm climates. So I hope to share a little bit of perspective and grow this YouTube channel and share my thoughts with my Rivian R1S. Hey y'all, quick update here at 90%. Right now we are at 90%, averaging around 50 miles per hour, 50 to 60 miles per hour. The roads are pretty bad. Snow's still coming down a little bit, so we're taking our time, not going too fast. Averaging a 1.69 miles per kilowatt hour. If we look at everything that's going on right now, we are sitting at 19.7 miles driven and 10%, 1.59 miles per kilowatt hour. We've used up 12 kilowatt hours of energy on the battery. Battery's pretty cool at 55 degrees. The quad motors are pretty chilly as well. Nothing too much more than that. So give you guys the next update here in, let's say, around 75%, but we're taking our time, driving nice and slow, making it to Chicago. Alrighty, making it to our first stop here at 67% battery. Our latest efficiency is 1.91 kilowatt hours, miles per kilowatt hour. So far we've trekked 73 miles. We have driven for about an hour and a half. We started our drive at 9 p.m. It is 10:28 p.m. Snow is still coming down. Everyone's taking their time, driving slow, being cautious. And right now, gonna grab a quick little pit stop. This is a Tesla charger, so we will be getting a little bit of a charge, a little bit of top up. It is recommended always, hey, always be charging, right? So always be charging. That is the motto here. I think the car hasn't preheated too much because it says we can only charge up to 50 kilowatts with the battery temperature right now. And so battery temperature is 56 degrees. So it hasn't really, the preheating never really kicked on. And I did add this Tesla supercharger in the map, which is right here in the map. But I did do it maybe when I was 20-30 miles out. It could be also I didn't allow the system to calibrate and preheat, but everyone's driving nice and slow, 17 miles per hour. This car, or this vehicle, man, has been driving beautifully during these conditions. This is the most confidence I've ever had in a vehicle in this weather, and I usually drive in this type of weather a couple times a year. There we go. Welcome to Wally's. Okay, pulling up to the Tesla superchargers now. Looks like we got one Tesla Model 3 charging here. I am going to try to take up only one spot. So I'm going to come over here and take this last spot right here so I'm not blocking anybody's way. Here we are. Okay, sweet. Let's get nice and close. There we go. Let me get the charge started. Okay, this is the status update on how dirty the car is. Clean up some of these. But no, vehicle's doing super well. Let's see how we're charging. Right now, go to graph. We are pulling 67% at about 129 kilowatts. Nice. All right, let's go grab some food. Getting back to the car. This is what we're looking like. Let's see where we're at. 67 to 79%. Not too bad. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish eating my dinner and we will continue this trip. Let's check this out. So it looks like we got all the way up to 67% at 125, then dipped right away in the 80s. Now we're just in the 60s, okay? Of course, we won't stay there for that long. It's okay. I'm just gonna finish my food and we get back on the road. This has to be one of the best options out there when you're charging. You can stream from your phone over to your big screen right here. I mean, come on. Just finished dinner. Let's see where we're at. This thing unlocked. Okay, 89%, $12.44, charging at 47 kilowatt. We have put 34.6 kilowatt hours into the pack, and we've been here for roughly 30 minutes, just hanging out, enjoying dinner. It was quite a hike to get over there, so we are now finishing up to continue our last leg. So let's stop charging now. Perfect. After unplugging the car, this is where the battery temp was, right around 90 degrees. So right now, continue our last leg of the trip up to Chicago, 74 miles in, 1.79 miles per kilowatt hour, 42 kilowatt hours used in the pack. So getting on the highway now, and I will give you guys a 75% update here in a little bit. 70% update. We have gone in the last 15 minutes averaging 1.9 miles per kilowatt hour, averaging anywhere from 60 to 70 miles per hour. We are now down to 70%. Let's see how we're looking here. So currently battery dropped a little bit to 89 degrees. We are at total of 118.9 miles with a total of 1.76 miles per kilowatt hour. We used 68 kilowatt hours in the pack. Batteries are nice and cooking in the 130 to 140 range, and settings are still all the same. We're sitting in the snow setting with standard height, soft ride feel, standard regen, and stability control on. Weather is still not the best, but hey, we keep on going, averaging mid 50s to 60 miles per hour. Almost getting into Chicagoland now. If I go in here, bam, almost into Chicago now. Only 53 more minutes to go, or 40 miles. Almost there. See you guys in the next update. We have made it. 51% battery. We drove a total of 162.2 miles at 1.78 miles per kilowatt hour average, with 91 kilowatt hours total use. So we could have easily made this up with one battery charge, probably left around, probably would have gotten here around 25 to 28 Here's my tires. The battery did cool down a good bit in this hour-and-a-half drive up, or the second leg up. We are at 69% battery. Here's the motors. This is what we finished up with. And time to get some hotel free charging. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. We are now on our way back home from our work meetings. They just ended. Just finished having some late lunch. We are about 150 miles home. It's going to be starting with around 90% battery, going around the speed limit. Got a little bit of traffic in Chicagoland right now, using the auto assist feature for the car. Just have to keep my hand on the wheel. This is a Rivian R1S Gen 1. We are averaging 1.58 miles per kilowatt hour. We are expected to get home in now 143 miles. We started at 150 miles when we started the trip. We should go from 90% to 14%. So we should be able to get home with 14% battery. Pretty good. This is the R1S 2023 quad motor large battery pack, and it is currently 30 degrees. This is where my settings are today. I'm in snow mode, standard ride height, in soft, standard, and stability control on. Battery's pretty chilly, and the motors are around 100 degrees. Tires are better in temperature. So come with me as we go through this trip back home. Let's see how the weather affects efficiency, and I'll keep you guys updated. 75% check-in, more like 74% check-in. Kind of missed it there, but we're averaging 1.94 miles per kilowatt hour in the last 15 minutes. We are at 213 rated miles. The weather is starting to get a little bit worse. Snow, a couple flurries are starting to come in for the snow. I didn't even know snow was slated for today. But let's do a little math here, or let's see what we got. 27.1 kilowatt hours, 27.2. We've driven 46 miles, and we started our trip right around 3:23 p.m. So we are almost an hour into this drive. We have gone a total of 47 miles, and that's where we are now. Let's see, let's check. Right now, battery is warming up a little bit at 50 degrees. Motors are at 140 to 130, and everything has stayed the same settings wise, other than the weather just getting a little nastier. We're still trucking along. I'll give you guys another update here in a little while, but I did some calculations. You know, I charge at home for around 14.7, let's just round up 15 cents per kilowatt hour. And if I multiply 27.5 at the time, times that by 15 cents per kilowatt hour, I'm around $3.75 to drive a total of 47 miles. That's like a tank of premium fuel. That's what this car would be rated for if it was like a Range Rover Sport or anything luxury SUV or three-row SUV that would need gasoline, because I would consider this a luxury car. So it's kind of cool to even see that even with this bad weather, you're still averaging anywhere from 45 to 50 miles per gallon, air quotes, of rated electric fuel. So that's still really, really cool. I really enjoy that. Now, of course, if you are going to charge at a supercharger, then you're paying anywhere from 38 to 39 cents per kilowatt hour. Then your miles per gallon, air quotes, then kind of fall off a cliff there. But I charged at my hotel for free. So technically all of this is free. Does not cost me a penny to drive all the way back home. But if we were using my local utility rates, because I do have solar on my house, and I pay roughly 15 cents per kilowatt hour for the energy that I do charge and that I do use from the utility company, I'm averaging that much. That's pretty cool. 50% update. Here we go. We are averaging 74 to 70 miles per hour. Our efficiency has dropped a little bit to 1.75 miles per kilowatt hour in the last 15 minutes. Gear Guard Gary is not happy right now. Projected range we're a little high on the usage. We have used a total of 58.1 kilowatt hours of energy. We have gone 96 miles, total average around 1.76 miles per kilowatt hour. I mean, still not doing bad at all. We are almost halfway through our trip. Let's see. Yep, we have 50 minutes left on this trip, and we started at 3:30. So we are about an hour and a half into this drive, an hour left to go. 26% update. We are almost back home. I have to stop by work to drop off a couple equipments that I don't need from Chicago, so dropping them off at the warehouse. And so right now we're averaging, I just got off to the access road here, so access road over here, we're at 1.95 miles per kilowatt hour averaged. We are averaging, we're right at 26 miles. We have used 88.4 kilowatt hours in the pack. We have gone 149 miles, so almost 150 miles. Our average miles per hour is 62 miles per hour. We are using around 35 kilowatt hours an hour on average. Right now, let's look at temps. Battery warming up a little bit more at 61 degrees. In total round trip, we've done 330 miles. Tires are pretty warm, and motors are doing all right. Okay, let me stop in here. We'll continue the drive here in a second and keep this going back to the home. We are all complete. Total of 165 miles, averaging 1.77 miles per kilowatt hour, averaging a 62 mile per hour pace. Looks like we used a total of 98.9 kilowatt hours. The battery pack, we have roughly 17% battery left, 49 miles remaining, and we averaged in the last 15 minutes about 1.72 miles per kilowatt hour. From Monday to Wednesday, we did a total of 345.8 miles round trip, 209 kilowatt hours of battery used. No charge for any of my fill-ups at the hotel. I did spend around $13. Let's round up to $13 at the Tesla Supercharger on the way up on Monday. So that was $13 round trip for everything, 345.8 miles. Not bad at all. That's pretty awesome, especially for a big 3-row SUV like the Rivian. The battery temperature is at 63 degrees. Motors are cooling down a little bit. Tires were, for the most part, at temperature. So thank you guys for coming along with my work trip from Central Illinois all the way up to Chicago and back. This is part 2 of the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to show you guys quickly what the car looks like. I'm about to go get a car wash. Also, leave a comment below. Where do you guys take your nicer vehicles to wash? You guys go through the automatic car washes, get all the scratches on your vehicle? Would love some good options up here in the Midwest. But the car is filthy. Definitely needs a bath.